to Manal up north because there was some crazy coup. Can you fill this part in?
Yeah, so there'd been a court case for a guru who had been some alleged sexual misconduct from 15 years ago, and he was going to trial the next night. So his followers had already decided that they were going to riot whether he was, innocent or guilty. So basically, the Punjab province, the state of Punjab, which is just north of Delhi that we had to go through, was basically on riot alert. So all the buses, all the trains, all the roads were all blocked. So we actually had to fly to Dharamsala, which is where the Dalai Lama lives, and then catch taxis across to Manali. So that was, Buddy had told us this is bad news, this is a problem, it's going to cost you extra money. We were all drunk as hell. We didn't really care.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem. We're in. How much? Yeah, I'd pay cash now. No problem. Let's go.
What were you drinking?
So this is where it kind of took a turn for the worse.
Oh, by the way, I wouldn't believe him. I'd be that petrified guy going, I don't believe him. Do you believe him? No, we're going to get on a plane. They're going to kill us.
But how much did it cost you?
It was an extra few $100 or something like that. But that's fine. We're all
okay. So you were
all
drunk
rich.
enough
We don't care. Adventure. Oh no, we're in. This is cool.
So, Buddy felt pretty guilty about this, like charging us for these extra flights. So he's brought these Kingfisher Tallies out, which is their kind of local beer.
Okay. And
it says on the bottles, it says can be anywhere between, it was like 5 or 8%, these beers. They don't know, they just say they're between 5 and 8%.
Like, pretty sure the ones we have are 8%, no doubt at all.
So Buddy felt really bad. Beer's not included on the tour, but he just kept bringing them out. Like, we were just like, fuck yeah, let's get into it. So we started, hitting it even harder after being in the pool like all afternoon drinking. So
could be 9 too, by the way.
Started getting pretty pissed, and this is actually where I'm going to pass it on to Scotty to tell the rest of the story.
We're drinking. We're shotting Fireball too.
Yeah, a bit of Fireball whiskey and some Captain Jack or some
Gentleman
Duff.
Jack.
Yeah, there you go.
Slippery hogged that, and that's why what I'm about to tell you. That's why what happened, and so we're in the foyer. Just cruising with Buddy and that, and we get a tap on the shoulder, and they start talking in Indian and that, he's drunk he's pretty pissed.
Buddy,
this is Slippery.
This is Slippery. We'll just call him Slippery.
We'll just call him Slippery to protect them, not so innocent.
Protect
from the
his,
tour. Okay.
Okay. And Bruce made him drink. I don't know, a glass of Jack and just a nib of Coke.
Everyone knows if you pour yourself a drink at the end of the night, you can't get up and walk away. You've got to finish that drink. You poured it, drink it. So I told him he wasn't allowed to go to bed. He had to finish it. So he sculled pretty much about 7 or 8 standard drinks, I would guess, and took himself off to bed.
Bricky life.
Didn't stay there.
Oh, he should have been a brickie at heart. But I don't know. He's fly out, isn't he? So
who knows
that's
what
just
he
a
does.
standard night for him, eh? And so he ended up making. I was sharing.
Hang on, is he from India?
No, he's Australian.
He lives with me.
He lives with.
All right, so you can't say his name.
Oh, I can, but we'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's funny if you call him Slippery.
Slippery, because he's slippery.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah,
one of Rika's mates. I'll bet you $100.
Yeah, the problem is you know him.
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah. And walking back. Anyway, there's these girls. Well, there's a school there from inline skating team, and inline skating team.
We still in India?
India, yeah, they all had hockey sticks and all that. I found that weird. And anyway, I'm sharing a room with him. Walks past. He reckons one of the chicks said nice tattoos, because you have tattoos over there. They kind of look at you like, I don't know, like you're weird or something, or like you're bad or something like that.
Could have also been his nose ring, which only married women have in India.
Yeah, nose ring.
Slippery was sporting it daily.
Yeah, so he would have been like a transvestite. Yeah,
and sacred cows, right?
yeah, that's it. And so we get a tap on the shoulder, and all of us are sitting with Buddy and that. Your mate Slippery, he's done something, and what he's done is he's invited him back for a drink in the unit, which we didn't have drinks in the unit anyway because he was that pissed, and the teachers got him and wrestled him into the room, and 25 legal age over there to drink. And so in that state, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what Buddy told me. And they were 17, and so he's poaching. Yeah, so he's on the poach, and you're like, get out of it, Slippery. Anyway, he starts carrying on and kicking off. So, the police get called and all that, and it's all hushed. Just go back. He's pissed, so he has to go to bed. Lock him in the room. So, I go with him, and he tried pissing on my suitcase. He was just a mess.
Hang on, okay.
He pissed himself in the bed. No, bubbler dick.
Did he? How long after he drank that thing was this?
Oh, this
Like half an hour, maybe 20 minutes.
Oh my
20,
God.
20 minutes. I think we finished a bottle of Fireball, all of us, and a couple of the boys were in
This
bed.
is the first day.
This is
night one.
first impression.
This is welcome to
This
India.
wasn't even-
We'll be
yeah.
your tour group for the next 12 days.
Yeah, I
Was
think
anyone
this is
frightened?
the 3 hours.
I always
First
get
3
like
hours.
I went to like Burleigh for 3 nights, and all of a sudden, all these people knocked on our door because they thought someone was in our room, and I'm like wake up call, bang! I could be locked in jails anywhere. Like
We're ready to punch on with the teachers.
Yeah, we're ready.
teachers. What kind of teachers? Like lads,
School teachers,
blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like when we got a tap on the shoulder. There was probably about good 15 people in the foyer.
Oh, fucking mad.
They were going ape. They were
guys were
ape
pissed.
shit.
He wasn't there. He wouldn't
Ape shit. Yeah.
Hey, I'm too old for that shit. I'd already taken myself to bed.
Yeah.
All I do is pour 7 glasses.
Yeah, it's like, here, drink this.
Drink this.
My job here is done.
I'm going to bed.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Stitched up all right. So we went and knocked on the door anyway. He's up there barricading it, thinking, with more teachers coming in, the enforcement. And
we have a lawyer with us too at this point.
Yeah, speaking of that, you have a lawyer with you, Max. Yeah, was that right?
Yeah, so the soldiers that were left at the end of the night was myself, Scotty, and lawyer Maddie, just talking to Buddy. Like, I'd been looking forward to meeting Buddy for a
Did
long
you say
time.
lawyer Maddie?
Yeah, so
Mate,
you know Maddie Mack, our mutual mate.
Of course, you've been on this podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, they all we all go riding together. So rather than just say Maddie, there's Maddie Mack and lawyer Maddie, so you can distinguish between the two.
Okay.
So we're all sitting in the bar having this drink. As Scotty said, teachers come in. Have blown up, and Scotty's gone in to take care of Slippery, just keep him at bay, while Maddie and I are literally out in the foyer, just like trying to cool things down. And these guys wanted blood, like they were. You can, like I couldn't understand what they were saying, but you can just tell by body language and by their face, they were so pissed off.
Let's be clear. Well, they had reason to be pissed off.
Oh, if
A
roles
very
roles
drunk
reversed,
Australian man was trying to
Yeah.
get some schoolgirls into his room.
roles reversed, I would have killed Slippery. Like if I was them, I would have. So you can't blame them. So yeah, that was the first night, pretty
he's
much.
in a different postcode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
rules.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't count.
So
yeah.
Scotty didn't get any sleep that night. We woke up for breakfast nice and early, and you can just imagine what it's like. Like this whole hotel was full of this school and us. So we've walked out of our room. These boys, like Bruce and a few of the other boys, didn't even see what happened. So they were just like at breakfast, like la 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 la. We've walked upstairs and just got like looks of death straight at us. They're just like, you scummy Aussies. Like, it's like Scotty walks up, hasn't slept all night because like he's trying to keep Slippery in his bloody bedroom.
Right.
And he's set like
He's fired up. And
he's pretty smart. This
let me
guy.
out there or something.
He literally set up like a trap at the door, so it was like he could hear if he was trying to get out. Like I'll let Scotty tell the story if you want, but it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, good for you.
I put the empty Fireball at the door, so if you open it, I could hear it drop over.
Nice.
Hey, Bricky, eh? You end up pissing the bed. That was pretty funny. Old Bubbler, we call him Bubbler Dick now, too. And, he was spewing up and just wigging out, and he was like having exorcist, what do they call it, exorcist or something? Exorcism on the fucking bed, yeah. And he tried pissing in me luggage that was against the wall because he thought that was a toilet, and then he went back to bed and then just kind of passed out.
Did you guys know this guy before you went over?
Yeah.
You live with him. You say that, Max.
Yeah.
So, how old's Slippery?
I think he's 2 years old.
He's a legend.
2 years older than me,
he's
yeah,
still
26,
kinda
yeah.
young.
So that was the first night, and then we went to Manali.
That was the first.
Yeah.
All right, the rest of the trip was boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's done.
All right, Bruce. Now it's your turn.
What am I talking about?
First night. First day.
Well, before you do that, there's a famous comedian, Indian comedian. What's his name? He's so famous, I can't think of his name. Short guy. It starts with 2 A's. Oh, Ansari. Anyone?
No.
Anyway,
No.
grew up in America. He went back to visit his grandma after like 20 years, and he famously says, when the plane landed, I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to see grandma and all the family. As soon as the door opened, human shit. All he could smell was human shit from the time he got there to the time he left. And it was just the freakiest.
I don't think it was that bad.
Place. No, okay.
No, like you
so
do.
what about the beds that you slept in? With the bed he pissed in, is it? Was it like a nice hotel by the sound of it? Yeah, Western style.
Yeah, it was old, but it was like a kind of classic English. Yeah, to get all the English and Westerners,
It was pretty stylish.
westernised.
When it was built 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it was
Yeah.
probably a really nice place. And now
Yeah.
it's just your regular, 3-star Best Western.
Right.
know,
When did
but,
the British leave India? Does anyone know that?
Late 40s, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I know nothing about India.
Oh, look, we were there and we know nothing about India.
Right, but I would wonder if there's any sort of negativity towards Westerners at all,
Nah, not
apart
at all.
from dragging teenagers into.
no.
That's frowned upon everywhere in the world, I'm pretty sure, Drew. But no, look, the smell of India, there's some interesting smells. And the toilets, not up to the hygiene standards that you may like. Yep. But, I always wonder when I see places like that and I smell places like that and I see the rubbish and everything, if our government didn't take away our rubbish and build us clean toilets, what would our place look like?
Exactly.
So and that's the simple fact of it. It's a poor country and building flash toilets everywhere is pretty low on the priority list.
Do they have like Western toilets or are they Indian?
Oh, there's a good mix of both. You can
What's an Indian
squat or
toilet
sit.
Squat or sit. Okay.
Yeah, it's got the ones flush with the ground.
Basically just a hole in the ground and you squat.
Oh, okay.
Man, have you used a squat toilet?
Oh, I'm an expert at shit and I'll shit anywhere I need to, Drew.
The last time I used one in Japan, it was like I had to run to the toilet to use it, and I just shit everywhere. I didn't know what to do. Like I'm talking I didn't want to use a squat toilet, and here I am with my pants around my legs somehow going, oh no, it was just like
Jesus.
a full sprayer.
Did you spray it up the wall?
And then it was everywhere, man. And I didn't know what to do. I was more concerned about the bottom of my shoes and my
Shit.
They're unnatural.
Shit.
There's no handles, by the way. What they need is a handle so you can kind of lean back. And the floor was wet.
Oh, yeah,
they're
it's
all
always wet.
So what do you do with your pants? Are you supposed to take them off?
That's the only reason I didn't
No.
go.
You're half Japanese. What's the story, Rika? What's going on with your country?
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Well, my family always had Western-style toilets, but like a lot of public toilets have Japanese-style toilets, so I know how to use them. All schools have, I don't know now, maybe now they've got Western-style toilets, but you don't take your pants off. You kind of like pull them down to your knees and bunch them up around your knees.
Yeah, don't put them too far back. The trick is don't put them too far down because if you're around your ankles are way too close to your anus. Right, so you got to
Yeah.
So then you're likely to drop it inside, and you don't want to do that. That goes against the purpose of taking a crap in a toilet.
I'll just take my pants off. It's easier.
Take your pants off and wrap them around your neck.
Yeah, but if you're wearing
That was my deal.
if you're wearing shoes and socks, that means you got to take your shoes off, and then now you're standing on this piss wet floor.
It's better than shitting in your pants.
Oh, mate, I had no chance. But I don't care. I'm going to say it. I had to clean it. I couldn't leave. Like there's a hole the size like 100 mil hole with that like the funny little front scoop bit for the wee.
Yeah.
But there's just like a mess everywhere. Like here I am confronted with my own poo splatter for the first time in my entire life.
How old were you?
Like last year.
Oh, and that was the first time you've been confronted with your own shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell us about yours.
How much time you got?
No, but I had to clean the floor. Like there's also. Oh man. Here's to the west. Here, ching ching.
No,
Cheers.
but apparently squatting is the best position to be in.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
That's why I've taken up yoga, is so I can get my third world squat on. It's actually really hard to do.
Nice.
Like, yeah. You like when you driving through Bali, or if you've been to any of those kind of countries, and they just chill, like they just sit and they squat.
They squat.
And try and do it. It's super hard. Like, give it a go, because we sit down in chairs all the time.
It's their chill position though.
Yeah.
And they smoke while they're squatting. Yeah.
I wish I could do that. That's like that's a life goal right there, to be able to do that. Imagine how easy those squat toilets would be if you could do that.
But you know what I think it is too though, like because Asians generally have shorter legs than Westerners.
Yeah.
Especially from the knee down.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes a difference.
But Indians, like same height as me, got
Indians